Now, hopefully, my little experiment has worked. And there are audible lo-fi beats in the background. We will see though. Ninja Banana, how the hell are you doing, mate? Hopefully fantastic. Are there slightly audible lo-fi beats in the background right now? Does my audio sound good? What's going on? Eclectic Groiper, how are you doing? Guess who's back? Back again. We'll tell Chess is back, baby. Tell a friend. I got very ill for a little bit and then was working on some stuff and just have not found time to stream recently. Also, I've been training in the evenings. Like MMA and stuff, so I don't know, I normally would stream in the evening, and now I've moved in with my girlfriend, so I'm no longer FaceTime my girlfriend in our long distance relationship. Put that phone down when she falls asleep, hit the stream. That's no longer the routine. Now I spend wonderful evenings with my girlfriend and relax and try and spend time with those who I love. Unfortunately, that has left the streams as I've struggled to fit them in recently. However, I'm back. I'm gonna make a massive effort to be back far more. I'm trying to post a little live on YouTube notification. Give me a brief second. I'm just gonna take a quick selfie there. Dude, my eye is so blind. Ugh. Give me 1 second. I just need to do the live on YouTube post and then we can start living life lavish. You know what I mean? Here we go. 1 sec, guys. Live on YouTube. Right, guys. Excuse me. I need a few things from you original people in the chat. Yoris, thank you very much for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Yes, we'll take the shades. We'll take the specs who has a big chest and plays chess. I'll take big chest. How you doing, Sava? How you doing? 1 second. Yeah, okay, things I need from you guys. Does my audio sound pretty good? Decent enough. Can you hear loads of background noise? When I say does my audio sound good, I don't mean for you to judge if the voice break sounds good. I just mean is it clear and crisp. Now also, there should be lo-fi beats kind of low in the back, not too intrusive. Been trying to balance the audio levels. So I'm desperately hoping that is not only of a decent level, but that the lo-fi beats are pleasant. You can't hear anything in the background. I look kind of pissed off in that post on Instagram. Whatever. Okay, fantastic. Now, audio could be... Okay, louder is the one thing I can't really fix, at least right now. Because my mic is maxed out. Although, actually that's not true. I could make it louder, but then you'd hear a lot of background noise. Listen, it's an iterative process. For now, at least we've got some lo-fi beats going on to make things feel a little less... lonely when I go into a deep thing. Right. Instagram stories up. Chat is up. God damn, look, I'm a professional streamer. I'm thinking, let's just play some 10 and 0. Is what I'm thinking this evening. I'm thinking, I'm a good chess player. Why not show it by gaining a bunch of elo? I might have a starting elo. Hold on, you ready for this? Bang. Oh, that's not good. That's overlapping. Turning into an unk. I don't even know what this means. I mean, I do know what this means. You're saying that I'm, hold on, E6. You're saying for some inexplicable reason. Okay, am I gonna watch this slowly go down, or am I just gonna drag and drop it with the mouse? I looked way younger last time. Does this help? Do I look younger now? I might try some 1510. Hold on. Oh, that starting heel is a little unfortunate. Showing I was once at greater heights. I think we just have these... I don't know, I could just whack this in the corner here, maybe? Tuck this away like this? I don't know. It's probably the glasses. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it is. The glasses are for my right eye, because my left one does not work. Speaking close to the mic helps. Dude, can you not see I am this close? To be fair, okay, if I stay here... I don't really want to stay here. You just join what's up with the glasses. The glasses are helping my right eye, because my left eye doesn't work. Fun fact. Okay, what am I doing? I am focusing on this game because I don't want to start with a terrible loss. Am I at risk of allowing a quick knight b5 if I play d5, knight b5, queen a5? You just have to retreat. So I think I can just start with d5 without being worried. I don't really want to allow you to kind of sneak in somehow. I'm thinking knight c6. You still don't have this because then check. Actually, you do. God damn it. Okay, Will Taylor's joined the chat. How you doing, mate? Interesting name you got there. Where'd you get that one from? Marshall. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, basically, I had a scare of some kind of retinal detachment because my left eye is terrible, and I did some wrestling and got a bit of a head injury. So I think some zigzaggy lines. Not good, but then I went to the opticians and they were like, okay, you should probably have glasses anyway. Wagwan Ace, how are you doing? Oh no, you cannot stay, Marshall. This is heartbreaking information. This is a genuinely heartbreaking information. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to play a6. I'm going to play this kind of slow, but just build up and eventually play this maybe. I don't know. Knight c6, just not allow this. I feel like I've got a pretty decent position. Look at that for a slick mute function. God damn. Will Taylor, is that your real name? Or is this a coincidence? I haven't been live in a while. For reasons that I explained. I'm going to keep explaining that, so I'm just going to defer to, if you want to tab back to the start of the stream, feel free. If not, it's not that interesting. Okay, let's just develop. Feeling pretty good. I don't know. I want to focus on the game. God damn, I need to remember to balance reading. I do intend to have a wonderful stream, Marshall. Thank you very much for that. Okay, I've got more central pawns. If I can play e5... Slick mute. It is actually your real name, and it's the only reason you watch my channel. Fantastic. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. To be fair, it's not exactly an uncommon name, eh? Okay, this and maybe this, but then I've got quick b5. Do I go for b5? Yes, I definitely will, Lucian. I'm looking at doing that within a month. Hold on, let me try and get a good position, and then I'll chat a little more. Setting up this is maybe some kind of threat, but you can always just take. b5 I don't mind at all. Castling feels a little committal. I don't like castling before my opponents. Appreciate that, Salva, thank you. Queen e5 to threaten this is kind of interesting, but you just play knight here. Very plausibly. Knight takes, bishop takes. Don't love that, you know? Or if here, knight here, sorry, queen e5, knight here, bishop d6, you just play knight takes. I don't know, man. Maybe bishop d6 isn't a terrible idea either. I don't hate this. I think I am going to go b5. It feels like a very quick move that I don't know if I regret this or not, because maybe I should have waited. Just on a psychological... Jesus, on a bike? What is that? Okay. Well, hopefully you couldn't hear that. There's some loud traffic outside, but I do want my window open, so... 5 out of 9 as an unrated feed. Good stuff, Lucian. Fantastic. Congratulations. Well done, man. Okay, I'm gonna flank out here. I don't know, my position has to make some sense. You do have to end up on this side of the board or in the center, of course. That is to be expected, or rather was to be expected. I guess I do half like this idea, but if you just play b3... Hold on, but then here... If b3 like this becomes a problem and then I get rook here, right? Is this a legitimate move? Hold on. Let me try and do something interesting here. Knight here, b3 here. But then you just play a3, right? Or something like that. I don't know. I could go here, I guess. That doesn't seem terrible. If you take, I can recapture. If you take, I can recapture. I also sort of compel you to move. Own e5. If I take first here, then maybe bishop here. Sorry, knight here. I just lose g7. So I don't hate this. Maybe I'm being stupid, but I actually really don't hate this move. I kind of like not committing to the castle. Also, maybe I'm just rerouting via b6 into here. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure at all. You played one time against me. How did it go for you? How did it go for you? Still can't get away from one move blunders in classical. Dude, I played one game of 15-10 earlier today, and it took an hour. I didn't do the maths in my head. It took 1 hour. It was a 77 move game. 10 seconds. Well, it's 10 seconds each, actually, right? So it's 20 seconds times 77 moves. That's like an extra, what, 1,400 seconds, pretty much? So, well, basically 1,500 seconds, which, that's a whole lot of seconds. That's like, what, 25 minutes? So yeah, 25 plus the original 15-15. It genuinely took like 55 minutes, and I was like, I can't invest this much time in one game. I was going to start a video series where I play like one game of 15-10 maybe, each week as some kind of, you know, I might still do it, by the way, but I don't know. In fact, this is a good moment to ask. Do you guys think that would be exciting stuff? Game of 15-10 each week. Your presence definitely had an influence on my retina, hopefully in a... Yeah, I think maybe I've done that maths terribly. It took like 55 minutes though. Okay. Now I have this, do I not? It's almost a no-brainer to me. I'm trying to think, is there any compelling reason not to play it? I'm gonna say no. 1+1. Okay, eclectic, Groiper. I don't know if that is... I think most people frankly despise when I play Bullet because I'm not that it was a podcast type of role. True. I could do one game of 15-10 each week. It's because the thing is, I'm looking at the ECF calendar. Damn it, I didn't even think about this. Okay. Oh man, maybe I should focus on the game. Would love to sack my queen, but unfortunately I just give them activity and also lose my central pawn, so that's not going to make any sense. Oh man, I suck. Okay, hold on. I might stop reading chat in critical positions. That could be an idea. Queen d8. If knight here, I just take, right? So I get a moment to play this. I think queen d8. Presumably. Now this is definitely a decent move. Physics and math must be studied. Enjoy Masiga. Ryan, how are you doing? I don't know why I've said that. You're leaving. I don't care how you're doing anymore. Good riddance. No, I'm joking. Okay. I don't hate g6. Gonna try and get this bishop out of there. Block stuff up again. g6. I could also just castle, honestly. Lose this. Why would I do that? Could go here. Let this be defended. The light squares look kind of weak. I could also just do this. And if takes... I guess just queen here though, right? Or something? And then... Good riddance, dude. No, I was joking. I feel like d4 has probably got to be a decent idea. I also quite like the idea of g6 here. I don't know, I quite like castling. No, I don't. I definitely don't like that. I like this, though. I like knight here. Defend this and then threaten this. I think I'm just going to trust the process vaguely with this d4 break. Because, you know, sometimes your pieces just tell you what to do. I'm controlling that square 4 times. Yeah, the thing is, in terms of over-the-board play... Excuse me. In terms of over-the-board play... Whoa. I don't know if I can bring myself to care about classical enough. Yeah, that's just gonna suck, right? Okay, cool. I have this, don't I? You have to play c3. Takes. I think I do this. I'm blundering, maybe? I don't really know. c3 is forced though, right? So then... Takes... c3 takes... Maybe you take here first, but I guess I get to play this. Just the quick toggling of that mute button. I'm actually a professional streamer. I think I will do this. You presumably either take here or do this. Yeah, fine. Kind of boring, but whatever. I get my rook here. I can still castle. And this should be a bit of a problem, I guess. Maybe not. I can keep an eye on this, though. My pawns seem pretty healthy. Ah! Small voice break there. This isn't a problem immediately, but could be. Do I have g6 eventually? Maybe. Play g6 right the hell now. I like just stepping back, I think. I don't like conceding this diagonal, though, in these squares. Maybe bishop a3 is a good idea. I don't keep pressure on this. Maybe I do threaten this eventually. I don't have much time. Could go bishop e7. I don't like this, and then this, and this, and this, and then they pick this up, and I feel like stuff falls apart if I let the knight in. I'll play bishop a3, I don't know. I only have 1 minute left, mate. I don't need any time. I literally have never been flagged, ever. Okay. I'm just gonna focus on the game now, hopefully. You don't have this, do you? Maybe they did. Oh, did I have g6? Don't take the... Whatever. I want this. I want this. This is good. This is kind of stressful. I don't think it's that stressful, though. Maybe I have this. Whoa. I've got to move. I've really got to move. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I should have warmed up before streaming, I think. I do think I should have warmed up before streaming. That's just, I mean, yeah, hunger full piece with literally zero reason to do that. It's the first game. It's the warm-up, and I'm sorry. And I can really genuinely only apologize. Thoughts on Trump covering up the Epstein files? I don't know. There's crimes, and then there's what I've just done, which is possibly more criminal than anything we've seen from Jeffrey. No, okay, let's just move on from everything that was said there. I do not win those. I win this next one though. I win the redemption game. Here we go. God damn. Okay. Said hate me jip. Said what? Oh wait, hold on. Said Hatem might be a name. Egypt. I'm picking up on that. Hold on. 2 games that people have taken. Right. A quick win for the redemption game. Please excuse me. I literally missed g6. Tilted my face off. Oh, go on. Develop both your knights. Knight c3. It's a natural move. Damn it. I should have seen that coming. If knight c3 we have this and we're actually doing really well there. Bishop e3, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. I still might have this. Favorite opening is the Blumenfeld Scotch, Kevin. No doubt in my mind. Queen b6 here. Hold on, I'm going to lock in and try and get a winning position. Let me not read chat for a second. Here, king here forced. Yeah, I don't think we have anything there. Okay. I don't hate this. I can definitely resort to that for sure. Do some kind of Alekine's defense progression. But is there this, maybe? What do you do about this pawn? Bishop e3, I can just take here, similarly. It might be the same idea. Hold on, knight g4. Right? Is this not just a very compelling threat? I mean, it seems kind of immature to just go in for f2 as quick as possible. It seems kind of fried liver-esque. Not that that's immature, it's just got a bit of a reputation as like a beginner opening, I guess. But, I think this is potent. I think this is good. I don't know. It would be good to get a little win here now. I can take, and I believe take. And I'm just up a clean pawn here, I think. Now, maybe you get a slight lead in development, but maybe this is a bit annoying. Maybe you control d6, I guess, but I should be better in any endgame. Ninja Banana, listen, I'm fully aware that I fumbled that game. I do not need reminding. God damn it, man. Just develop. I kind of want to push this at some point, but just en passant. I'm definitely concerned about this. I must say. I could play a6. That seems wrong when I'm kind of in a bit of a developmental deficit. Yeah, because there's also just knight e4, right? Interesting. And if here there's just knight e4, interesting. What if I go queen a5? And we pin the knight so it can't move? We're on the dark square so we can't really be harassed because you don't have a dark squared bishop. Shan, out of interest, what is your elo? Because I disagree with that take very heavily. They could simply move the queen and then what? I trade off the bishop and where's my advantage? Do I hate this move? Maybe not. Maybe I just castle here. Am I causing myself a headache? I think I'm seeing ghosts a little bit. Honestly, I like queen a5. There's something talking to me about queen a5. Okay, Mr. Shan, this is understandable, but then you've contradicted yourself to some extent because you've kind of justified the tempo because my knight attacked the queen and bishop. If I don't intend to ever take that bishop, to what extent is that meaningful tempo? Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that, man. Queen b6 well considered. That's a good point. Dude, you see, it's already a little late. I'm already going to make excuses. Let's play knight c6. I kind of like the idea of immobilizing this. And then trying to collapse this pawn. I don't know. My bishop is so good. And if you want to castle this way, then I can come back here and stop you. And if you want to castle this way, I can come back here and stop you. So it feels like I should have major advantage here. It feels like this pawn is now hanging. If you let this collapse, then I play d5 and my position is so easy to win. So what do? You hold on. You hold on, you hold on. How do you hold on? Because this is an isolated pawn. So you go queen d6, then I go bishop here. Then you don't really have any moves with the queen except from to retreat to like d3, d2, or d1. And maybe we reroute the bishop to b4, for instance, and re-threaten to take here. I don't know. You feel like white's better here? Genuinely. Maybe. I disagree, though. I think I disagree because you can't quickly exploit this d6 hole, excuse me. Also, this feels like a liability. Also, you can't move this and you can't castle. How many views a week? That's a good question, Nicholas. At the moment, I'm still finding my feet very much. I'm working on a big project that I'm going to be releasing quite soon, and that's been taking up a decent amount of time. And I'm kind of finding I both took this venture, full-time, or at least relatively full-time. Basically, I had a small transitional period between my finishing my degree, graduating, moved to London. I feel like I'm going to, I'm still like not wildly certain of my sort of schedule and stuff, and I'm trying to make it work with the sort of coaching, etc. Study the King's Gambit. Drop a subscribe on the way out. Good luck. Cheers, Kevin. Appreciate you, mate. Enjoy studying the King's Gambit. Thank you very much. What did I study? I did a mathematics and philosophy degree. Thank you, Nicholas. Much appreciated. Listen, at the moment, yeah, the fact that you got a problem with schedule. Would you say schedule? Like some kind of deranged Egypt? Okay. You guys all think white's better. Why is everyone in chat is saying white's better in this position? We'll see in the analysis. I mean, some of you might be spectating with an eval bar. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Here is interesting. You take and I go here. Am I being stupid? I don't think so. Excuse me. Because then I'm trying to take this and undermine stuff, and do I not have this move? If you take, I do this, and I should definitely 100% be winning. I like taking this. What else is there? I guess like a knight b4, where you just go, for instance, queen here. I want this. Maybe there's some no, there's no desperado. I just take your queen with check. Now I can, hold on, what? What? Here? I just have a bishop pair and 2 pawns. I don't know. This feels impossible that I'm not very, very winning. I'm plus 2.7. Okay, well, it's not cheating to tell me that because I'm not plus 2.7. Wait, I better not be minus 2.7. That better have been a joke. If you tried to actually give me information there, that is 100% cheating. But I feel like you're making a joke there. Why not d5? I don't see a compelling reason why not d5. You have no check that matters. We get this. Maybe I genuinely just get straight. Okay, whatever, dude. Yeah, sure. Have that. I'm just up 2 clean pawns. How can I not be completely winning? Bishop b6 is just easy as hell to play. Maybe you castle this way. I really like the bishop here, honestly. But probably just a bishop here and a bishop pair. Bishop here, bishop there, bishop pair. Put that on a t-shirt and sell it. e4. I wish I was selling merch. That would have been a great plug. Unfortunately, I got this off Amazon. Okay, where are you going? King e7. I'm not hanging, yes. Yes. This. Could have just castled. Why would I want to castle? Why on earth would I want to castle? I'm just going to mop this up. Easy money, you know? I did consider castling. I just thought that knight c7 anyway, and then just I have to play rook b8. Maybe I get a6, try and trap the knight, whatever. I just think this is pretty clean. And honestly, cleanliness is what I'm currently aiming for, because if I lose this game, I'll cry. I'm going to start with this check, honestly. Just because I kind of want to mobilize my b-pawn at some point, maybe. Hello, Will, I am much better than you. It's very, very possible. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt. There are many people on the planet that are much better than me at chess. Although, the Venn diagram of those people and the ones who come into my chat and profess how much better than me they are, those are two distinct circles in general. Now, this kind of slows down the knight's progression, but I feel like this is nice and solid. Absolutely nothing, Sava. Okay. What am I doing? Hold on, move. Nah, but then this, and then you see I just cause myself complications, and then like this hangs or something. Let's literally just play rook c7 and stack. I've just done the exact same thing. Oh my god, I suck at this game. Right, no more chat reading. I don't know how to pronounce your name, TSQJMLYBZ, but you've ruined my entire life. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay, I just highlighted a problem, didn't solve it. That's the kind of level we're on right now. Yeah, okay, we're losing the pawn anyway, I guess. Hell yeah. Cheers, King Arsenal. It's pronounced Andrew. Oh, fair enough, that makes sense. Right, still up a clean pawn in a rook and pawn in game. This should be convertible. I'm not even going to make this remotely interesting. Not remotely. And I'm sorry about that, but I just go on, play King c2. I'm just going to promote my passed pawn, I think, or make efforts to do so. I doubt this will be a draw if the rooks come off the board. What was the tactic there? What do you mean? Unless I'm missing something, the idea was that if I move this, they can take this pawn, because this is then pinned. So I missed that idea. I literally said f6, this is a problem. Oh, so I'll just play rook c7 instead of, I don't know, just moving my bishop back or something. Okay, we can just go h6. Nice and quick. No need to... G5 might be kind of committal. F5 might be kind of committal. G4 might be kind of committal. Okay. I don't know if I like what I'm doing here. No, I actually really like that for some reason. Maybe I should... I don't really understand game games at all. I'm not going to pretend to, but I seem to be making some progress. And if I can do this, life's good. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking they try and get on the H file. Okay, interesting. Just gonna gift wrap me a rook behind my pawn, obviously. Yeah, this is I agree with that, shot. I absolutely agree with that. And for some reason I can exclusively stream at times which do not best suit me for thinking with my brain. If here I'm just gonna do this and then here and I can actually, what am I doing? Am I being unnecessarily complicated? Yes. Rook h7. Do I start hanging stuff? Probably I shouldn't, right? Let's just go here. Sure. Right. I want to do this and then this. You give me a check. Or not. Go here. Might just bring this back to here. I mean, there's no way I'm not definitely better here. I just still feel nervous for some reason. And that's embarrassing, honestly. Jesus. Alright. Joseph, London Life is streaming fantastically. Thank you very much, mate. I'm, let me adjust that. Do I have a FIDE rating? I don't believe so, and if I do, I think actually I have one from like one tournament I played maybe 2 years ago, so I don't know exactly what that is, but sometimes in a stream, someone will just hop in and go, found this guy's FIDE rating, and, excuse me, it's like 1600 or something. It's not a rating that means anything, because I believe it's literally based on one event. I'm going to try and find some FIDE rated events without wanting to give away my address. Good evening, John. How the hell are you doing? Playboy is insane. Yeah, pretty much. Well, my left eye doesn't work, so they're pretty much for that. As in, to help out the right eye. The left eye's a bit of a lost cause. Is this stupid? I feel like this isn't stupid. Okay. I mean, I can obviously win this game. Ah, hold on, what? Why is this complicated at all? Probably isn't. I'm probably just making it complicated. I need to move quickly. And thus far I'm not. Yeah, now they need to take here lest I just play f4 easily, so we can do this. But now I've just got 2 passed pawns. They're not connected, but... What is Danjao rating? Dutch is the least serious language I've ever... Sorry. What is... I mean, come on, man. You need to work on your language. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, this is not... Right, hold on. Oh, Jesus, just move, man. I just want to prevent that check. Hold on. Right, sorry. I need to not read chat until I win this game. Don't know what that does. Lets this happen. I'm not even joking when I say I'm so bad at chess and need to resign from ever playing this game. I could have made this so much easier. But right now your king has limited moves, and the second you do move, I just walk it down here. Check here. I think, getting clowned on. No, it's just more that the phrase in your language was amusingly decipherable to someone that does not speak a word of your language. That's what's going on there. I think I'm completely winning. Right? Actually, hold on. What? Can I make any progress? Am I not winning? Oh, come on, man. No, I know. I understood that much. I'm still reading chat. and making no progress here. Should have gone here, obviously. Now I've just wasted a move. We're burning so much tempo. Oh, this was such an easy win as well. I'm just genuinely sorry about this. Okay, hold on. What? I can like wait as long as possible and then sack and use all the time to get over here. Is kind of the idea. So I go here, I make you do this. A5, you promote. I mean, I've just got to send it. There's kind of one way that this goes. Palms are actually sweating. And then I just run this here and take this. Yes, sick. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna kill myself. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I just... Wait, why did my opponent... Are they fighting for a win? Are they gonna get the win? Yes. I'm gonna just, stop playing chess, bro. I really don't want to see a single word about that, please. I should probably have a look at that. Oh my god. That's the worst game of chess. Oh, so I wasn't ever winning. I should have just pushed. Oh my god, so there's some triangulation nonsense. Yeah, I mean... Listen, you know what, I don't care. It's a stupid game anyway. Anyone that, you know, plays this game, makes videos about this game, just... Okay. Bringing it back. We're bringing it back. We're just gonna make a small change to the video. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna win a beautiful game now, and that's gonna be redemption. That's gonna be redemption for whatever the hell just happened there. I'm gonna play Bishop G4. I think this is known as a gipsless or gypsless variation. No idea if this is theory. I'm just playing it because it looks fun and interesting. Okay. We've sacked a pawn. I'm slightly tilted. I should probably take a second, but Bishop C5, how about that? And maybe E4? I did immensely sell. Indeed, Mr. Eclectic. God damn. 110 watching. God damn it, why are there so many people watching the stream? I mean, I'm clearly happy about this, but also, why did so many people just witness me do that? That doesn't make me happy at all. Not at all. That makes me, in fact, quite dismayed. Yeah, good point. Good point. That's a fair bit of criticism there. It's a good question. It's a good question, and the answer is I don't know. I'm planning on it, yes, but I haven't because of various reasons that I've already explained like 3 times this stream. Forgive me, I don't want this stream to just be me explaining this over and over again. So basically, yeah, more streams in the future is the goal. Okay, right. Think about the. Okay. E4. Like Queen D7, I think. Oh my lord, it's just Mark now? Is this like Mark as in... This is nil up? Oh my lord, what's happened? What's happened? What on earth has happened? Why is it just Mark now? This is a major shift in the tectonic plates of the YouTube scene. What the hell is going on? This seems dodgy to me. Right, let's win this game, please. For the love of Jesus. L rebranding. Ooh, people aren't happy with your rebrand, Mark. How are you gonna do about that? Getting way too big. Gotta protect my family. Understandable. If I do this and you do this, hold on. Bang bang. Sack my queen. That's how we sort of recover from tilt, right? You know what? Okay. I'm genuinely gonna sack my queen here. Not only because you're watching the Will Turk Chess channel and this is what we do, but I think I leave this knight here, recapture like this, and then get knight f3 check. How about that? How about knight here? Knight takes. I mean, come on now. We're going to sack the queen. We get 2 minor pieces, of course. I can recapture with this knight and leave this one here ready to play knight f3 check. I don't think this is, remotely objectively playable. Not at all. That's not the claim I'm making here. I think I'm still going to win the game. That's what I think. That's what I think. If we give this check, am I just going to hang this pawn eventually? Yes. Okay, cool. Interesting. Knight f6, is there g5? Yes. Maybe not, actually. We're starting with the check. A dislodged king, 2 minor pieces. That sounds like some kind of compensation to me. I don't know. Knight f6 isn't the most ridiculous move in the world, because there's not this, at least immediately. But if you do this, maybe I should just castle, honestly. Hello, George. How the hell are you doing? Listen, I'm sorry I haven't been streaming so much. Your child is probably, frankly, dying for a Will Turk Chess stream. I don't know what that means, Caleb. I have literally no idea what that means. Okay, I will go for this. Okay, we've sacked our queen. Listen, I'm clearly open to losing this stream. I think d3 is going to be a big problem. I kind of hope it is. Ooh, interesting. Take a bit of the pressure off this. I like that. Are you just going to do this? Maybe. They attack my bishop? Okay. Not loving some of these things, but not minding others. I can go bishop here. Break this pin. I don't think I'm actually doing anything with this knight. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have sacked my queen for no reason, right? What do you guys think? Was that maybe less than an ideal decision? Possible. Possible. Plausible. Thank you, Nolito. That's the kind of positivity I need right now. Yeah, there was this check, which was a threat, I guess. But now we can maybe defend this. Kind of like this, but then just g5, and then I take here, I guess. Okay, I'm playing h5. My plan is to try and get this rook active up and over. If you take here, I'm just going to go rook to e8. Time to... What the hell, man? He seems to be enjoying the stream. Fantastic. Leo. It's Leo, right? I'm pretty sure it's Leo. Leo. I know you can hear me right now, mate. Your dad sucks at jiu-jitsu. I mean, oh yeah, I've probably... listen, that's my bad. That's my bad. I didn't mean that. One sec. Yeah, I do actually have to change the name of the stream. Late Night Chess with WTC. Dubious Chess Edition. There we go. I think that's maybe slightly more appropriate. Everyone smash a like on the stream if you don't mind. Just absolutely obliterate a like on the stream. Listen, no, stop. Core memory acquired. Listen, you know, at the time of this move being played, this was called Serious Chess Edition. And you haven't liked the stream. This is serious chess. What's wrong with you guys? Smash a flipping like on the stream. Right. The question now is there a dream of counterplay? I genuinely think the answer to that is yes. Maybe I'm foolish for that. However, my light square bishop's kind of unrivaled. I can take. And then I guess pawn takes is forced. Fantastic, Sava. You put that to his ear thinking it was... Oh, dude. Leo, I'm joking. Your dad's very good at jiu-jitsu, and I'm okay at chess. These are the two things you've got to remember about the sort of, state of affairs of the world. That's not a good voice break. Excuse me. If they take here and I get bishop here, I'm clearly very happy. Should I just give them a move? Maybe I play like an h4 here. Give some room for an up and over with the rook, perhaps. Or maybe sliding in like this. Honestly, h4. I feel like controlling this, not letting you play h4, having a little room here, that seems to hang a pawn. They might sack their rook, which I'd be kind of dismayed about, but yeah, okay. They get this, but I have now a passed pawn. Also, not that much of a material deficit. And by I have now, I clearly meant I now have. Here, can I just leg it? Is the question on the lips of everyone here on the stream today. I think I should have taken. By the way, we better have absolutely obliterated 50 likes. 40. What a stabbing pain to my heart that is. Can we get 6 more likes if you don't mind? Absolutely destroy that like. I quite like this. I quite like the fact that this is clearly a problem. I quite like the fact that your king doesn't have these moves. Now, maybe it's not a long-term problem. Maybe you just have this eventually, and actually I've got absolutely nothing going on here. But we got 2 knights, and they can dance about. If this knight stays sidelined, ever, very, very possibly. Very, very possibly indeed. Let me talk on that a little more. Remind me after this, after I try and make my way through this game. Here, you take this, I go here. You take this with check. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay. Not gonna lie, you don't have a good position. Oh, what? You went to Oasis last night. God damn. George, aren't you from Manchester as well? What a moment that is. I don't know if that automatically makes you a die-hard Oasis fan. Yeah, this is a problem. This isn't a terrible idea, I guess, but I disconnect the rook. Here, 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 here. Obviously, this is super dubious. I don't know if anyone is currently under the impression that I am laboring under the delusion that I have anything other than a terrible position. I'm fully aware. I'd like to make this very, very clear that I have nothing in this position, and I'm start watching. You've lost 1,000 elo. Fantastic. Good stuff, mate. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully you can lose another 1,000. I don't know if you started at least 2,000. Well, 2,100, I guess. I really don't know what to do here. Yeah, this just sucks. Yeah, that's not too bad, Mark. God damn, good stuff, mate. What am I talking about, by the way, out of interest? What am I talking about? I was like, oh, there's a pin and you attack both knights. Obviously not. So, hello. We're back. We're back to hoping for the win here. We're back to fighting tooth and nail for the win. Queen here, I can outpost this knight. You know? We got the ponies controlling a weird amount of squares, and we've got a pass pawn with a rook behind it. Yeah, good. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Sorry. I get so sidelined. This, like, I start a thought and then just read something in chat, and the thought escapes my mind immediately. So, no queen here. Fantastic. Good stuff, Alien Gambit time. I might play a little blitz, actually. I mean, yeah, 100%. 100% Zach. Do I have aspirations of being titled? No, but I have aspirations of being tilted. Wait, other way around. What kind of dead joke was that? No, vaguely, yes. It's not something that I massively, you know, yearn for. It's not like I've played chess all my life and this is kind of the natural next step. And, you know, I'm genuinely very happy just being a sort of competent player that can play exciting and sometimes beautiful games. However, I would like to get better, and I do think that long-term, sort of becoming a chess master would be pretty cool. But if I have to play classical for that, okay, h3. What are you gonna take here? Takes. I don't really see it. Let's just play h3. I don't understand this move. Again, I said if queen e4, there'd have been like a g5. You didn't have queen here because of this. Why am I not doing this? Because bishop takes here. Rook takes and what? If rook takes, you lose. If check, I go up. That's a problem, maybe. If here, there's going to be this, right? Oh, damn it. Here, check. Right, it has to be h2. I refuse to believe it's not h2. Now, maybe if this, I just play king g8 because you don't have this, because my knight holds. So where's your next check? That would be extremely interesting. King g8, you have no checks. And that would be, frankly, I mean, just an amazing way to win the game. There's also some universe where I like... Well, actually, you can't approach this right now. If bishop here, king g8, and I'm winning, I might cry. So... I mean, you can't take with the rook because it's not a check, so I just go here, queen takes, rook takes, and that's mate. Bishop here. Now, if I take, things start to get complicated. Maybe rook here, check, here, I go up, there's this, You know, if rook here, and then you go check and I go up, you could maybe sack here, then this, and you're defending this. But if I just play king g8, you don't have this check. Your rook doesn't have either of the possible checks that it might have. I'm on a light square, so your bishop doesn't have any checks. Obviously, there's that. I didn't think about that at all. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go. That's a problem. I do see that that is a problem. Maybe there's something like this, I don't know. I'm just dreaming of a white Christmas. I genuinely didn't remotely consider queen h1. What an idiot. Okay. I'm thinking... Wait, what? Oh, I was thinking I could... Oh, okay, well, this is where everything goes very much downhill. I do believe. I do declare. How has Will bottled it? What do you mean? I sacked my queen. Did I? For no reason. I don't know. Like, this was never my game to win. Although probably it was my game to win. Did I have a sack maybe? I don't know. If bishop takes here. What do I actually do? The eval graph is going to be unbelievably tough to witness. I genuinely have no idea what to do with this. Here, I guess. Takes, but then I'm just lost, right? Oh, unless I'm not. Oh, bishop here. Hold on. Because that's a threat. If here, I promote, and that's mate. I attack this, I'm threatening not... Well, I'm threatening mate at least immediately. They go back and defend. What's going on? What's going on? Ah, what do I do? I should have just taken this. Why did I not just take that? That was a free bishop! Excuse me. Oh my god, I just had knight c... No, I didn't, because bishop takes. Did I have... No. Wait, what? You're a div. I could have gone king h7. I don't know why I didn't. I just thought... I don't really know what I thought. Why did I didn't think. That was the sound of my toe breaking, by the way. Oh, did I actually miss M2? I had rook E1. What? Man, I mean, clearly there was going to be a mate around here somewhere. Just go this way, right? Yeah, I'm just lost. What a shame. What the... Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean... God damn it, man. Okay, that's actually extremely upsetting because I somehow sacked my queen, fought to a position where I was actually objectively winning, and then sold brutally. Oh, knight here is such a brilliant move. Did I have 2 brilliants there? No, they had a brilliant. Knight here, and then there's mate in flipping 2. What? What is it? Rook E1 here, and then checkmate. Guys, I like having glasses so I can take them off in moments like this. Put them back on. I mean, that's not, like, wildly obvious. I don't know. Listen, dude, competent at chess is getting the kind of counterplay. Hold on, apparently I was actually very winning here. And I sacked my queen and it was garbage. I did just have this. My eyes were only for the queen sack. Problem is I calculate too much. I don't know if I do. I think I actually am bad at the game and don't calculate too much. Here. This is a missed win. I thought that was the genius move. Apparently not. If rook here, I could have just gone king f7. And if you sack your queen and then take, I'm still really winning because I have this and you can't approach. Again, listen, that was actually way more fun and interesting than I thought it was going to be. Let's just keep it moving. In fact, you know what? I think, I mean, Mohammed Azizi, I believe you're correct. I believe what I need is to just play on pure instinct right now. Because you know what? Pure instinct. Pure instinct I'd have won that game. And so I'm just going to crush some blitz. 3-2 blitz, so that I'm not just flagging every game. Because I feel like having a slight increment on stream is absolutely 100% necessary. And I need to remember that for every single future stream. It's been a while since I've streamed, hence it's been a while since I've learned this lesson. I need to relearn this lesson once every week, and I need increment on stream. So we're going to win a quick game here. Queen d8, here, here, check, here, bishop a3, rook b8, check, f5, mate. We're just going to win the game like that. And then after that, or you can do that, sure, be my guest. Now I might win the game like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. And we can't pre-move this, but... Whoa, that's not actually mate. Okay, suck at the game. Good stuff. Good to know. I do have this, however. You have no moves right now. But unfortunately, ignoring that slight voice break, I don't seem to have a mate. Whatever. Bishop here should come with some problems. I could play like a rook a7 and then escort this out somehow. Maybe not. Whoa. That feels off. That feels wrong. That does not feel like an appropriate move. That's what I got to say about that. Bishop e3. Could also play this. Maybe goes like c5 or something. I just quite like this to play this. Let's develop pieces. I should be very winning here. You know what I mean? We're going to start the blitz portion, the blitz segment. with a nice bit of healthy winning with the Mangrini, of course. Now here, I guess that'd be this or something. I think I'm just going to give the check. Bring that pony out, or maybe not actually bring that pony out. I might just immediately say Dankeschön. Und ich werde develop mein Pferd. That's definitely not the word for knight. Springer. There we go. Clocked it. Cheers, I mean. Right, we're going to castle. I'm just going to close out this game. We're going to win a nice game because I need the tides to turn. I need the types to turn. Could I elaborate on the over? Oh yes, sorry, my bad. So I'm looking for an over the board tournament near me. I think there's one in like a month, so I think I might make some content surrounding that, which could hopefully be extraordinarily interesting and entertaining. And yes, I mean extraordinarily. Castles, bang. Yeah, whatever. Let's just get out the center. Shark Logic, I've seen this a couple times. I get the scammer joke. I don't get the taller joke. Are you just calling me short? Is that the whole joke? I feel like I'm missing something here. I feel like there's more for me to get, and I'm missing out on it. Okay, let's just not lose this game, eh? If I lose this game, I'm actually ending the stream, because this will be a sign that I'm currently unable to use my cognitive faculties to anything that remotely resembles a reasonable extent. I'm up 3 points of material. I have the cleanest advantage. I'm somehow going to end up, getting promoted on with that C pawn. But, hopefully not. Whoa, literally about to just lose the game like that. I mean, probably wouldn't have lost the game, but still. This is high level stuff. Start with check. I don't believe that. You're lying. You're lying. There's no way. It's gonna be like bow or something. Ah, fair enough. Cheers, Shark Logic. Appreciate you, mate. The mullet's flowing. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Thoughts on the Queen of England? She's not about at the moment, is she? I say at the moment, like for the foreseeable future. Rest in peace, though. Just move. Why am I taking so long to move? Because I want to kick this knight. Honestly, whatever. Very possible Ninja Banana, because I also really like those Alex Banzevids. He did a great one the other day with a bit of, it was like a King D7 prep or something. It was just really cool, and I thought it was a great video, and I think he's hit a pretty cool niche there. However, just get a check, why not? I really don't like the idea of filming in public tournaments. I might try and like go in public and do some kind of, I don't know, £100 if you beat me type thing. But then the thing is, I'm gonna lose to like basically everyone that's even knows how to move the pieces, so that's gonna be a problem. And I will be down about £1,000 at the end of that video. Do I have this move? I think I have this move. Fantastic. I'm not sure about the Windle-Pinkel opening, or the Windle-Pinkel opening, if we're speaking German, I guess. Yeah, I can't really speak on that one. Ooh, this is nice. This or this, and you lose the knight, and there's nothing else that stops this. Sick. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, street chess, I like that. So I'm thinking I might definitely do a bit of that. Oh, wait, hold on. Go on, Shark Logic. I told Shark Logic because I scammed him out of some dice chess elo. By the way, I'll do a little dice chess stream tomorrow. That he'd get a one-time coupon for a 3-share game. So you got to challenge me in the next 10 seconds, Shark Logic. It's gonna be a generous 10 seconds. Thought on the Hamzat versus DDP. Obviously very impressive. There we go, good stuff. Obviously very impressive. At the same time, like 21 minutes of control with basically no damage. I just don't love that for the sport. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you should be obliged to be either attacking submissions or ground pounds a little more. I understand the crucifix, oh, my bad, Mark. Sorry, we that is insanely my bad. I get it. I do get it. It's extremely impressive, and I am a little sore because I'm a fan of DDP. But I also feel like you should be more obliged. Is that true? Is that actually true in Gamma time? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Quinn. It's like you should be kind of stood up if you're not. You know what I mean? 4.5 minutes of control time with literally just like that. That's it. Am I sending my kids to Dagestan? Absolutely not. They're getting sent to Georgia, baby. Okay, this is maybe a problem. I might be in dire trouble. Dire straits, perhaps? Isn't that a band? You have an affinity for maths, but you chose to study economics for future monetary prospects. The academic passion, you know, I didn't, no, obviously grappling is interesting, but that's not like submission grappling. Do you know what I mean? There was no, I find jiu-jitsu, I train jiu-jitsu, I watched just jiu-jitsu. That wasn't like exciting. Do you know what I mean? There was no, you're just sitting there watching a guy hold a crucifix, tapping the guy in the head. Like, you should attempt to ground and pound harder. You know, give up a little bit of that position to try and finish the match. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we shouldn't be encouraging that kind of win. But again, it was extremely impressive, obviously. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on the issue. Or like attack a submission more or something. But there was nothing really. Hold on. Check and then check. I think we get 2 checks here. And I think the third is all we need. And I think Mr. Shark Logic is going to have been battered at 3 check. Because I think I'm going here. And I don't think anything stops me from giving you another check. GG, hold that on your forehead. Ever tried any martial art? Yeah, I currently train jiu-jitsu 2-3 times a week. Muay Thai once a week. MMA once a week. I'm training martial arts like 4 times a week at the moment. And it's awesome. I'm very sore right now though. Okay, hold on. Now, does he have a follow-up check? Is not a fighter to let that happen. So that is the worst take I've ever heard. Hold down your forehead, Shark Logic. Enough of that 3 check nonsense. You've been absolutely battered there. Hold on, what have I done? Let's keep it rolling. That's complete nonsense, Sod. I disagree with that, but you know. Not getting submitted under 20 minutes of Khamzat Chimaev on top is, and he's not a fighter. Shut up, mate. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that nonsense. I don't want to, he was smiling at the end of every round. I don't want to hear that absolute nonsense. Anyway, let's stop talking UFC because I feel like most people don't care. Right. I'm going to go for e6. And I go for bishop d6. And if c4 and I go here... Hold on. If you go knight c3... Nah, not knight c3. Go on, play anything else but knight c3. Damn it! I would have had this. And then after this, there's this, of course. So that would have been extremely potent. Maybe I can force this knight to move. Because if this queen's loose... What if I go, hear me out, b5. If you take like this, I go check. Sick. If b5 and you take like this, then I go knight to d5. This is really stupid hope chess nonsense. In fact, it might not be though. Oh, what the hell? Come on, man. You're not going to take that? Well, yeah, in which case this was complete nonsense. God damn it. Yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. Do I watch arm wrestling? No. Although Devin Larratt's awesome. That's about all the information I got for you there. This is now... I just played b5. Yeah, that was complete hope chess. I have nothing else to say about the matter. I can still win, though. I can definitely still win. 100% I can still win. Zero down my mind. The win is there for me to take. What about 94? Yeah. Oh, what, 94 in the previous position? What, just hanging the... As in when I was trying to get this knight to move? Not much at the moment, Yasin, but I will be getting back into that very soon. I'm just focusing on the MMA at the moment because, frankly, I'm really enjoying it and also trying to get fit as hell. I'm in so much trouble here, by the way. Okay, well, let's start with knight g4 and just hope for the best. I mean, go for a Shark Logic. Listen, it's your game that you brought to me and you just got battered at it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I feel like you need to be at least heavily embarrassed by that. At least slightly heavily embarrassed by that. I'm getting completely battered in this game, but I'm just going to play on pure vibes here. I think long term, if you're interested, Yasin, my intention, or rather intention, will be to probably do some kind of training like 5 to 6 times a week and do just a upper lower type bodybuilding type strength training type nonsense. That's really annoying. No, it's not, because you can't take her. Sweet. Still kind of annoying though, honestly. Yeah, I feel you. I do feel you. I also don't care that much about... I really am going to care about strength, I think. You've got a speck on your left cheek. I believe this is some kind of spot. Yeah, I think this is a blemish that is indelible. God damn. Sometimes my own vocabulary absolutely baffles me. Hold this. Indelible. Marks that cannot be removed. Look at that. Look at that. Other one. Here? Oh, here. Thank you. I did in fact have something on my left cheek. Good stuff. Genuinely, yes, 100% pigeon. That's something which I could very much envisage myself doing and maybe dabbling. Like, if I get an amateur fight, I'm going to train for ages. I want to become really... Like, my main motivation is not anything other than just becoming as competent at martial arts as I can. I really like the jiu-jitsu stuff, though. As a Spaniard, it's nice to learn these words. Good stuff. I'm glad. That one was delible. There we go, Gav. Now, listen, I don't know if delible actually is a word. It probably is, but there are some... phantom... Is it annoying? Yeah, occasionally it is actually annoying. Mike Perry-esque fighter. I'm literally Charles Oliveira. What the hell are you talking about? Literally like 1 month, dude. I'm not claiming to be remotely good yet, but I will be. I'm improving quick. I can guarantee you that much. Okay, well, this is not going well. Let's just move my knight until it gets trapped. Maybe just run round in circles. It's an interestingly shaped circle, but you know. Anyway, let's let this talk. Let's focus on some chess, you know. This is a big problem, actually. No, I'm familiar with Mike Perry. I don't know. I'm just not his... Whoa, 2 seconds. Thoughts on Go? Just play chess, mate. Go's way more complicated. For what reason? No one even knows how to play it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's interesting. Will his will to will, or will. All right, what's going on here? What's going on, Ninja Banana? Listen, I'm losing this game, and you're not making it any better. That's an interesting question. I genuinely don't know, but I'll think on it and get back to you, Simon. I like that. We'll take a go. No. Ooh, that was tough. That was a little tough. I'll go here. I mean, I'm definitely getting hit with this, but not immediately. You know? Mike Perry. Can you chill on the... Mike Perry. Platinum Mike Perry. I think they should have just done this, no? I mean, yes, they've got 3 connected pass pawns. Okay, I think this is where you resign. God bless the patrons. I'm a patron. Are you a patron? What is your name, random? You're not a patron under that name. And I know all my patrons by name. I mean, that might become a problem if the Patreon grows a little. I'm not, you know, promising that that's going to be forever a thing, but I mean, I'm just going to enter absolute flow state here. I'm going to be like water, you know? Yash, let's flip and go, Yash. Yash, you're a recent patron, but you're a valued patron nevertheless. You have a green Y as your profile picture, I believe. Will Taylor Chess stays appreciating his audience. This is nonsense. I'm playing chess like a moron this evening, and I'm genuinely sorry about it. I just really wanted to do a stream because I hadn't done one in ages. Okay, let's go here. Let's redeem the foolishness. If I can remove this and put the bishop on c4. Understandable, no. Understandable. Fair play. Understandable stuff. I'll just open this for no reason. I think I might just play g4, honestly. This seems held. I can play like h4 in here if you castle. If you don't castle... Honestly, I'm also thinking of like queen f2, bishop c1. If ever you try and infiltrate. If I were my opponent, I'd be trying to get the queen out of the way and do this. That's interesting. Honestly, I'm going to do this. Have fun playing knight d7. And... maybe they will have fun playing knight d7. What does +1 mean? Is that my... Please don't tell me the evaluation. Or anything that remotely resembles you telling me the evaluation. Because that is going to throw me the hell off. Want more vids? Dude, well listen, I'm glad that you're supporting the channel via the Patreon. It's massive, massive, massive help. And I do immensely appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you very much. I'll play this. I don't think they're going to take though, and now I can't play bishop c4 like I wanted, so I don't actually know whether I relish the move I just played. I also though would rather die than play d5 and give them just this without at least having knight c3 or something akin to that. I go bishop here though. You don't have this or this. So maybe you do this, but then takes. I feel like I'm doing well enough, I guess. And this pawn can roll. I don't know whether these glasses are making my vision kind of blurry. Or whether I'm just really tired. I'd imagine it's the latter. I'm definitely going to do more streams. Would you guys... Okay, here's a question for some of my absolutely adoring fans. If there was a kind of, I don't know, 3 videos, 2 streams a week type breakdown. How crass my vision... My vision's actually great, although the vision in my left eye doesn't work at all. As in to the extent where I can't see the amount of fingers I'm holding up, like here. Obviously, I know through being able to feel my own hand. But, I didn't need to explain that. But my right eye needs a little help, basically. With temporal major. Okay. What the hell am I doing? I think I'm getting behind this pawn and I'm just going to push it. If I could be fluent in any language right now, what would it be? Yeah, basically. Exactly that. Right is overworked a little. But not really. You know, I've just been told I probably should wear them. So I wear them while I look at a computer, basically. They've also got some kind of blue light lens or whatever. It's probably good. But I don't really need them to any extent. Like, I can't actually tell the difference wearing them or not in terms of my phenomenal experience of my vision. And by that, I mean phenomenal in the sense of phenomenology, not in the sense of my vision being amazing or anything. I'm coming forward with this. What was I going to ask? Or answer, rather. I don't know. Yeah, give me the breakdown. What kind of, like, frequency would you guys ideally see? Let's say it had to add up to, like, 5 or something. Hold on, what am I doing? I'm playing f5. Okay. Hold on, there's no increment. Let me play this. I'm thinking that eventually I go check here, and then queen h6. Oh, hello. You just have king here, clearly. Okay, interesting. Right, hear me out. The rook goes here. My queen... No, okay, my general intent is to play bishop f5. Now, that might be a great move, actually, because if you take, I go check. And now I have... maybe nothing? Maybe I have this. I threaten to take here. Or I just have this, right? You don't have a check. You might think you have this fork, but then I go check here. Oh my lord. Am I a genius? Am I a genius? I could just go here. I think that's a mate. Right? What'd you do about this? Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. Oh yeah, the language, good question. French probably. My French is vaguely speaking okay right now in terms of given the fact that I only learned it for like 3 years. But it would be awesome to fluently speak French. That would aid my life. Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm gonna aim, I think. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Was bishop here a good move? What? It was the best move there, but then not. What? And if you take, do I just play rook takes? No, queen g5 straight away, obviously, because then this. Hello, Mike Ishmael. You better wind your neck in, mate. That's all I've got to say. Let's keep it going. Sao Tome is back. Hello. If I spoke fluent Mandarin, good point. Ni hao. 我有一个游泳池. I think that means I have a swimming pool. Not that I actually have a swimming pool, but 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Listen, mate, you're acting like I don't speak fluent Mandarin. What's going on here? Flipping out. I don't like giving this. Just knight c3 or something? I don't know. Yeah, I do feel mine was worth it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was academically satisfying, which is all you can really ask for from a degree, honestly. What does wind your neck in mean? It means shut up. That's effectively what it means. No, good stuff. I'm glad you're starting a maths degree. I hope that you find it fulfilling as well. The thing is, I didn't, most people don't have the luxury of being an absolute YouTube entrepreneur, so probably have to get a real job. And at that point, you might be well placed getting a vocational degree. Now, a maths degree is very vocational, by the way, but I didn't do any like stats or anything. I just chased the pure, like, what do I find extremely, scintillating academically. This might have been hanging for like 25 moves, by the way. So there was no part of me really, that might be this. There was no part of me really that was worried about like, oh, what am I going to do with this? I just thought, trust the process, do a degree that you find extremely, that you can excel at while also having time to pursue your passions, etc. You got ignored hard. Whelp. Dude, honestly, if you think saying whelp is going to encourage me to ignore you less, that is the most disgraceful word. No, sorry, what was your question? Why is my eyesight bad? Yeah, just born with it. Born with the left eye that doesn't work. My right eye is fine, but my left one doesn't work, so I've got glasses currently to aid with that, effectively. Dude, honestly, if you have a passion for maths, I would heavily suggest you pursue it. I actually was going to say absolute genius. That was exactly what I was going to say. How did you know? Sharp logic. That was on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, I don't want to be taken too seriously here. I don't want people to imagine that this is actually what I intend. Start with this. I also just have this, though. I guess you can take like this and you don't hang this. Sure. Don't hate this at all. Here I can do an intermezzo check and then move my queen and then go here or something. I should just be really winning here, I think. Right? I mean, your knight is like trapped. That's got to be a problem. No, it's not. It's a check. Interesting. Okay, you know what? Get off me. I'm winning this game. This is pin now. Don't love that. What's wrong with whelp? I don't know, it just caused me immense rage when you said it, so I'm sorry about that. That's probably something I've got to work on. Does this work? I feel like it's quite aggressive and I like it, so I'm just going to go for it. No further questions, Your Honor. Dankeschön. You can go here, I'll go king b1. Sorry, Ta, I don't know. The whelp and then the I got ignored hard GG, it just felt, I don't know, lame as hell would be my, I'm sorry, this is harsh. This is just unnecessarily harsh. I think I do have, check here, here, maybe I should have done this, here, walk into a fork, God, I love this game. God, I love this game. And now I'm losing. Fantastic. It did feel... Caleb, what a great word to use to describe that. It felt immensely servile. I wasn't happy about it. Go on, walk into a mating net. You might as well. And you might already have. In fact, I can pre-move this, right? Because King B5 is the only move I think that makes that playable. Damn it. Here, I guess. A4. Ah, I suck. I'm dead here. Oh well. You see how I learned the lesson of playing with the increment and then immediately forgot about that. I was obviously completely winning. That was so anime expression. There we go. That's it. That is what I was trying to get along. Just out of interest, do you watch anime? Sorry, but no. Listen, mate. You're absolutely fine. You're getting made fun of slightly here, and I'm sorry about that. I hope you're taking it all in good fun. But the whelp, something deeply unsettled me about the use of the word whelp. I don't know. It just reminded me of some people that I guess I knew in school vaguely, and just sucked. Not sucked. I'm being harsh. I'm just being mean for no reason. My bad, dude. My bad. Although, it was lame. And that's absolutely undeniable. Right. Here we go. Okay, apparently we've got a 3-minute game against this geezer, and it's rated. Fantastic. Unironically onomatopoeic. Ooh. I did not bully anyone in school. I was literally the biggest nerd. And also... Actually, I'm not gonna go. It's just weird behaviour to unironically drop whelp is all I was saying. But we need not fixate on this. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. I feel like this was supposed to just be a sort of one-off, and then people kind of, I don't know. Yeah, servile anime expert. Like, do you know what I mean? It started becoming same glasses back then. No, I got these glasses like extraordinarily recently. Okay, get off me. I would love it if you traded that. Actually, I mean, I would hate it. They're watching the stream. I forgot about that. Whelpgate. Nice. I do this. I don't know. Probably a terrible idea. Maybe you should have gone like this. Knight here or something? What's less common in England? The word whelp. I just don't know what it... Listen. I'm just not a fan of the phrase. That's all I've got to say about this. It just you know, it's not my cup of tea. Why am I just playing like a div? I need to, hold on. It's because I'm talking about how little I like the word whelp. And, you know, that being conducive to winning a game of chess, I just don't think that's the case. Queen b6, maybe. There's some context where I do this. I've had passes an absolute Chad. Listen, mate, I was an absolute Chad. No, don't get me wrong. But I was also a major nerd. Do you know what I mean? So, it's an interesting combination. Here. Shark Logic, how can you possibly even dare speak after getting brutalized in 3-check? Your own game. Your own passion. I just can't even believe that you dare even dream of speaking ever again after that, you know? Might go here. Actually, again, no increment and 14 elo to be lost if I lose to a guy that is currently watching the stream, so let's focus. Maybe. Kind of like just occupying this hole here. Case point, Henry Cavill. Agreed. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. But he's more of just a sexy guy, do you know what I mean? I guess that is part and parcel with what you mean by Chad, presumably. I do assume you're not referring to the country. It is possible, but I do doubt it. Right, let's just sack a rook to get a tiny bit interesting. Because I'm bored. And I like to sack rooks when I'm bored. You know, sacking the exchange, especially when you get a pawn back, it's one of the greatest things you can possibly do with your time. Now I go knight here, and this is attacked, and this is attacked. It is defended, though, actually. There might be some nerds in the country of chat. This is getting real meta here. What the hell is that? It's like the worst move I've ever seen in my life. So again, that's a little harsh, but honestly, not far off from the truth. From the Beano? Wait, is it actually from the Beano? Oh, damn it, I'm a fan of the Beano. I actually got a little drawing that I did when I was 10, published in the Beano. I did a drawing of Dennis the Menace, and there was a thing where you could send it in and get it put in this middle page of like drawings, and I was I believe 10. I should still have that copy. I used to get the Beano every week. Damn it, Whelp is from the Beano. Oh man, I've really let myself down here. That's just a free pawn. We can go to h7. We've got the luft. We don't need to play a bishop f8. And I'm thinking that, you know, that's another free pawn. Yeah, Whelp's actually wrapped straight back round, and now it's probably, I might actually have to introduce it back into my vocabulary. Is Taha still here? I really hope so, man. I'm my dissertation was 5,000 words. I did 2 of them, though. Because I just love the game like that. You know what I mean? I was just absolutely in love with the game. There he is. There we go. Okay, listen, Ty, you've been redeemed. You've been completely and utterly redeemed. Although, Saj, you've ruined it again, mate. What the hell's wrong with you? You've absolutely ruined it again. You've come in with Saj as a redemption. You got clowned on for no reason. Dude, you just said Saj. What does this even mean? You were back. You were back for like 10 seconds. After we found out it was, in fact, the Beano that I'm actually a fan of. And then you hit us with Saj. I'm not happy about this. Taha, mate, you've got a lot to work on with your vocabulary. Not again, bro. Listen, it's happened. It's happened. You've been absolutely embarrassed. Let's just do this or something. I don't know what I'm doing. Soy boys, they call them now. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, I have no time. Let's think about that. Yeah, okay, sure. Nice, nice, nice. Easy money. There we go. I think I'm going to go again. And we're not going to play with increment once more. Start throwing shots, stop absorbing. Yeah, listen, Ty, you need to come back with some... Actually, how old are you, mate? Because if you're a child watching the stream, I'm sorry that you're getting the center of just such heavy criticism for your vernacular. You know what I mean? This isn't something that I'm looking to put on you right now. But if you're over the age of like 18, then you need to wise up, mate. You need to wise up and stop saying Saj and Whelp, and start just eating steak off a wooden chopping board and drinking eggs that raw. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do now. Okay, what's going on here? Decent position. I don't know what PG means, unless you're talking about parental guidance, in which case, I don't know what the question means. I've just walked into this. Okay. We don't want to pursue PG. Oh, postgrad. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that was slang for postgrad. Damn, apparently this is known slang. My bad. Very possibly, yeah. I think I might do a master's in a couple of years. I'm not sure though. It would again purely be for the academic satisfaction and not really for any job, so it's quite hard to justify funding that. But, you know, academic satisfaction really is all there is to life. So okay. You've been a Beano fan since 1972. Hell yeah, man. Well, listen, I'm a famous Beano published author, in fact, I think I'd go so far as to say, so, you know, you're in esteemed company here. Let's just like push a pawn and vaguely hope that I don't get hit with this and then this. I'm not even thinking, because I know what threats are coming. And I'm doing nothing to allay them. Do I get my knight trapped? Very possibly. Very possibly. Whatever, let's go here and hope they don't go for this now. And then if they don't, I get to play king here and then have this. Sick. Hold on. King b8. I mean, I might still be getting cooked, but I think I hold this enough times. The guy who once made a free chess game review website. I did not hear about that. Finally, my opponent plays this, but I feel like it's a move too late, no? Also could play this. That would not be the end of the world at all. Let's go for that, actually. Whatever, I can just throw away a pawn, I guess. Okay, cool. The thing is, I'm not worried about these pawns being doubled. I am, because they can push past. God damn it. I thought, you know, we were going to see takes and takes, but obviously they can push past and... Wait, what? They were... That's pretty awesome. How stupid is this? It might be really, really, really stupid. My best ever is 120 kg shark logic, but there's no way on earth I could do that right now. Absolutely zero shot whatsoever. Right, this could be stupid, intentionally pushing a pawn and creating a hook, but if they do this, they kind of close stuff out and I'm fine. And if they take, I'm not wildly concerned. And if this, then I blunder a fork, but no one cares. Kind of, because I can do this, I guess, and then knight f6. You go here and I just live with a knight on f4. Brilliant. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. I probably should just do this at some point, right? I don't know. You gotta try and do something. Wait, so someone, Wait, he complimented me. Damn it! And they're gone now. Ninja Blanc, you didn't think to tell me this. What's the person's name? We'll look at this after. Oh, what the I'm 21, Tyler. What's the person's name? It's not a bit over 2 plates. It's 20 flipping kg over 2 plates. You know what I mean? I thank you kindly to remember that. I thank you kindly to give me my flowers. It's halfway to 3 plates. I am beyond dead here. Damn it, so Winter Cat came in and I ignored them. I'm very sorry about that. I was probably talking about the word whelp and how much I hated it. If I survive this, by the way, why not? It's a feasible thing that could happen, right? There's a universe where I can survive this. You're 22 and using the word whelp. You need to sort that out. You should have pretended you were like 14, mate. This is not even a threat. What is wrong with me? Okay, now I feel like zero qualms whatsoever with the intensity with which I've been admittedly a little rude. Okay, that was not a good game of chess. Right, I'm just losing games of chess. Let's slow it down. I'm going to win a nice game of Rapid because I'm so capable of doing that. It's unbelievable. Here we go. A Scandinavian. I'm just going to focus. This is a video. I'm recording a video. Knight to f6. We're going to attack the pawn, of course. Will we see c4? Maybe this? No? That's okay. We can see a bishop to b5. If you trade, I'm going to be very happy, especially if you trade and play c4. If you don't trade and you play bishop c4, maybe bishop e2, then there are some vaguely interesting lines. Bishop c4, I can actually go bishop g4, and there's something vaguely Portuguese in transposition there, I guess. No, I definitely shouldn't, Lucian. I don't think I should do that. Okay, bishop e2, though. We can just recapture after bishop e2, of course. Not the most exciting thing in the world. Probably they just do this or something. I don't know. But I get to play this. Maybe go for e5. You probably just play d4 now, though, of course. Maybe I could have played bishop. Sorry, rather knight f4 there. Could have been interesting. Oh well. Bishop g4 doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Again, you wasted the tempo here, so it's not like I'm wasting the tempo here. I don't know though. I just think I want to get the bishop outside before I play like an e6, and I don't think I'm going to be able to play e5, so maybe bishop g4 does make some sense. Let's go for this. We're not really setting up a pin, we're just kind of throwing the bishop vaguely outside of the boundary that is then drawn off by my e6 pawn. I think so, Eccentric Sun Tzu, although, because I sat down the other day and I just won 7 rapid games in a row. I put on some Lana Del Rey, you know what I'm saying? I put on Norman effing Rockwell, listened to that whole album, and just went on a 7 win streak on Lichess late at night as well. I was just focused. I went Zen mode, and I just won a bunch of Elo. So I do think that, yes, absolutely. So maybe playing over the board and then sort of bringing the games and analyzing them as the videos could be interesting. But I definitely don't want to ever kind of stop doing my, my 10-minute like live playthroughs. I think that's kind of what my core audience fell in love with. That might be a little intense, but would I consider myself posh? Not particularly, I don't think. I think I'm well spoken, and I mean, for sure I had a privileged upbringing. I don't know what you mean by posh. I don't know what anyone means by posh actually. But like, I had a, I was well looked after and cared for. I was brought up well. I'm a privileged guy, and I massively appreciate that. And I mean, yeah, the vocabulary's frankly out of this world. So if that's what you mean by posh, then yeah, for sure. However, I don't think, I mean, I dress like a tramp, according to my girlfriend at least. And there are other characteristics which might indicate not posh. Take posh to mean pompous, in which case I don't think so. I would not label myself as such. What time control is the overall tournament? I don't know. There's one that's like 25-minute with like a 5-second increment maybe. So basically, if I practice 15:10, that should be close enough. Because I don't know. Yeah, it works out roughly similar. You can't queue for like a specific time control though and actually expect to get a game. It's very frustrating. However, what can I play here? This doesn't really make much sense. Honestly, just bishop e7. I'm chilling. I'm gonna pass the move back to you. I don't really know why I've done that, to be honest. If here there's gonna be this. Do I have to play knight b8 here? Please don't tell me I have to do that. I might have to do that. I could isolate a pawn first, though. I'm going to start by isolating a pawn. If you take with the knight, then I at least get to castle. But of course, they do take like this. Now knight b4. I guess queen here is not that much of a problem. Bishop d7, or maybe even queen d7. I will go for this. There's a vague problem here. There's a vague problem here. You've got an IQP. A queen's pawn. Isolina. Posh with Porsche. It gives me apt imagery. I mean, yeah, in which case, I literally can't drive, so no. I was never asked to learn how to drive. I'm a major fan of public transport. I knew that I was going to live at uni and then in London, and just thought, I don't need to do that yet. Probably that was me being lazy at the age of 17, but also, that's just an expense that I don't need. I don't have a burning desire to get a car, and so I just got a massive monitor to play chess on instead, and yeah, I just walk to the gym, get the steps in, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if we're talking posh and Porsche, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. God damn it. Okay, I mean, I'm well up on time. I'm gonna treat this game real serious. I'm well up on time. His pawn is attacked thrice. I can castle smoothly. If you play a bishop b5, actually, hold on, maybe bishop d7 is necessary. That bishop might return to b5 for the second time this game, and then my bishop might return to d7 in response for the second time this game. But again, I don't think that particularly, like, what, you just trade and then maybe rook e1? But I can castle because the queen holds my bishop? That could be vaguely concerning. If I go back this way, I guess now this becomes concerning. Okay, I see. I see what you're doing here. You're looking at bishop b5, you're thinking, how can I make that more potent? And so you're trying to get me to go back here naturally, which does make some sense. Maybe actually they're just trying to defend a knight c2 infiltration. But I think, honestly, not the most flashy move, but I'd really rather not get hit with bishop b5. And I just want to castle. Maybe a3 is a problem? Probably not immediately. I don't know. Flipping hell. Ugh. So, real quick, anyone who's been watching for a decent bit of time now... God, I look like weird without the glasses in the viewfinder. Okay, now they're threatening a3, I guess. Has there been any background noise? Like, you can't hear traffic or anything, can you? I sincerely hope not. Knight here, there's this. I could play a5 so that after this here, if you take, I can play rook takes. Genuinely really like that idea. The second I've thought about it, I'm just going to do it. That's probably stupid. Let's do it anyway. Okay, not at all awesome. Thank you, Shark Logic. Thank you, Quint. Thank you, Tara. Just the lo-fi. Listen, as long as I'm glad. People were asking for the reintroduction of the lo-fi. I had to find some actually copyright-free lo-fi because the lo-fi I was using was simply labeled copyright-free, but then I checked the actual, you know, legal forms and it just some guy held the copyright. Now, I don't really understand copyright law, but I think that means that there's a decent chance that someone could just sort of... It was just called copyright-free, but there was a copyright symbol, and it took me about, I don't know, 3 years to notice that. Okay, let's castle out of here. Maybe put the bishop on d6. I don't see you making much progress here, at least immediately. I feel like I'm safe, I'm sound. I'm safe and sound. I mean, honestly, I don't think the person could just be holding the copyright and with no intention of ever, you know, doing anything about that. Go for this. I don't think you want to take. So maybe bishop h4. Hold on, can I not do this? You take here and I take back like this. Oh, I just missed a trick because I probably had that before. And if here and you take, then I can just take this, right? Nice. I think. Right? I think h6 was a bit of a missed win there, but I also think that they've given me the opportunity to go for the same kind of tactic again. And I think it's that classical idea of like taking with a knight and then being able to recapture back. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. No, of course, eccentric Sonzu. However, the problem would be that I could get all my videos copyright claimed and then not earn any ad revenue, which I need to pay my rent and buy food and buy my expensive gym membership. Which, you know, when we talk about needs, in terms of the hierarchy of needs, MMA gym membership, rent, maybe food. Okay, I believe we just take like this and we win a clean pawn there. We win that central pawn. Now, for this, I can even go back to c6. Why couldn't I have done that in the first place? Oh, because the pawn was there holding c6. Fantastic. BGM. By BGM, do you mean BG Media? As in Blackpool Grime Media? There's no way you mean this, right? You very much could mean this, though. Oh. Thoughts on GDLU? You guys are now just using acronyms that I can't possibly decipher. GDLU. Something like university? No. Good. Thoughts on the Lil T versus Afghan Dan beef? I mean, Lil T, yeah, he had the hype, you know what I'm saying? But also, Wintercat, hold on, Wintercat is back. Wintercat, I've been told that you're an esteemed figure in the chess scene, and that earlier you paid me a compliment that I did not address. Now, not only based on your ostensible clout am I going to now reply, but also you paid me a compliment and I did not address it. But thank you very much for saying that you generally like my stuff. Cole flipping Godly in the chat with the 5 gifted memberships. Excuse me. With the 5 gifted memberships. Very possible, Winscat. Very, very possible. Legend. Thank you, Cole. My guy. What a pleasure it is to see you here. Let's try and not lose this game now. Okay. Yes. Yes. Fantastique. I'm going to go here. You can't take this because I grab your knight. So if you take first, I get time to take with my bishop and defend this, I think. I think it is simple as that. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's a rook coming to d1. Maybe I'm scared about that. Cole, thank you. Thank you very much, mate. Seriously. Good stuff indeed. Now, do I play b6? Possibly. I hate this pin. I'll be real. I'll keep it 100. But I don't want to lose this. What if here you take here and I go knight a5? Is that actually a move? Shark logic. Less of that. Less of that. I guess you just go queen here. My guy, Cole. My flipping guy. You know what? I'm genuinely... this just hangs a pawn though, doesn't it? But then I get some weird discovery. Something about this move is calling out to me. Here, if this... I don't really get any meaningful discovery though. I just really like this. But then I would have this anyway, so they're probably not going to take, because then queen here, I can take on here. So here they might just grab this. Okay. I could honestly do this. I just hate the idea that rook d1 is about to happen, and kind of don't have anywhere to go with my queen. So, sort of preemptively unpin. Not unpin, but prevent you from getting the pin. Prophylactically, I guess. Bishop f5. The knight's a symbiotic. But then you've got this. b6. I've just got weak light squares forever. Ugh. Esteemed figure is very generous. Listen, I've been told you're an esteemed figure, and I'm going to take them at their word. Little T in Afghan Dan box recently. I saw that. Wins guy. Also, the name rings a bell. The name rings a very real bell that I'm not just... I may have seen this username before. I'm gonna now look at your channel on the stream, which hopefully is not too much of a violation. Dude, nice.
This video
I didn't realize you made video. That's so sick. Guys, smash it. Okay, you've made 7 videos. Fair enough. And you've absolutely banged it view-wise. What the hell? God damn it. God damn it, dude. I must have seen... Oh, maybe not. Maybe I watched it on my TV on my normal account. Everyone smash a little subscribe. I don't know if you intend to make any more videos, but maybe you should. Because they're great, apparently. Oh, maybe I saw a short, actually, where you made that free analysis thing. Either way, thank you for being here and paying me such a kind compliment. I appreciate it. Knight here, rook d1. I'm taking so long on a move that does not need to take any real time. If here and then rook here, and I just... Oh my god, what? For some reason I feel paralyzed in this position, and I have no idea why. I don't know why I feel so unable to move here. You know what? No, I hate this, because then this, and what am I doing? Whatever. That's probably a terrible move. I've literally given up every second of my time advantage to the second for no reason. Absolutely no reason, but oh well. Okay. Enter the gun. Of course they take it. Obviously, that was going to happen. Here, and then here. Very interesting. Let's just go for it. It's maybe a fancy way to trade a piece and achieve nothing else, and then lose on here. I'm literally just folding, capitulating unbelievably hard. Although I do kind of like the idea of losing 8 elo and getting to 2100 flat and then just never touching it again because I don't care. I had knight a5. Why did I not play knight a5? Why on earth did I not play knight a5? I was playing this with the idea of knight a5 in mind. I suck at this game so badly, god damn it. But I was teetering on the edge of that idea for literally 10 minutes. Okay, I can still win this game, whatever. I just don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. No. Knight a5 is the most obvious move there. It's literally begging to be played. It's being Sark-logic, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Right. Do I end up getting this trapped? Not trapped, per se. Who the hell's Percy? Let's maybe do this and this. I don't know. I'm just going to move quickly. Whatever. Schedule's just rubbish. Fair enough, Winter Cat. I mean, my schedule hasn't been much better. I'm supposedly... I should be making far more videos than I am. But, yeah. Well, I look forward to... I look forward to the next one. Hold on. I can't believe I smashed a subscribe. Let me absolutely obliterate that subscribe button. Oh, UK. Oh my
about a year and a half ago.
Oh my lord, we're looking at a British man. Perhaps woman. Although I'd imagine man. Don't know why. Literally no idea why. Maybe it's... That's probably the 9th voice break we've had this stream. Yeah, okay, I mean, I probably should just win with the clock, right? This was the worst game of chess. I'm sorry, this was not remotely entertaining. We'll go again. We'll go again. Just said, well. Okay. Interesting. I thought I had rook here. And then maybe knight c2, but I get hit with this, possibly. Oh, and then the queen can take in the end. Damn it. Didn't think about that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Your rook's hanging? Presumably a rook lift would be alright, but you can't go to e3, which is pleasant. You know, that would be the kind of natural square. And then maybe there's a universe where I get rook c5 in the end. Feels like you could move and take this. I don't know. They're going to flag, I think, probably. Not that I love the idea of relying on that, but... You know, it's likely going to happen. And so I might as well just... sort of embrace that inescapable truth, you know. There we go. Okay, wow, that's a baffling move. There we go. Right, on to the next, because that was not an entertaining game, and I'm sorry. Apparently I might have had a brilliant though. E4, come on. I can play a beautiful game of chess, especially with the white pieces, especially with E4, especially with bishop C4. Especially if they accept my gambit. They don't. But this is actually not a great move. If George Light is still here, he is. He's right there in the stream. I'm going to give him some credit. I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. And the reason I'm giving him credit is because he erroneously played this move against me one time in a stream and made me realize that this was actually a completely garbage move. And for that I'm going to now punish my opponent. D4, and if bishop b6, I think you lose. Because I think knight f7, this one's dedicated to George's child. This one goes out to Leo right now. Blind Taylor Chess in the chat. Let's Yep. That's me demonstrating the lack of vision I have in that eye. And now I can go here. I can go e5. Your knight is attacked. And I should be winning. Can I not just castle? Presumably I just castle. Your knight's attacked, and then there's queen h5 ideas, bishop g5, c4. I mean, it's one of the rare cases where actually sacrificing... You don't play king e6. I mean, you don't fried liver it up and play king... Yeah, okay, there we go. And now we're just winning. So, George, appreciate that. Leo... I don't know, actually. I mean, your dad's good at jiu-jitsu, I guess. And there's an easy money win, I believe. Now we'll, let's convert it before we start talking about it's a win. But it should be a win. It really should be a win. Let's play a4 and just threaten to trap this. Hell yeah, Ben. Hell yeah, Ben. I'm glad to see you here. Let's just develop the pony. Maybe just develop my bishop, I guess. I can hold this. I'm not getting my queen trapped or anything. No, I mean, you didn't play the best line. Did you go for like a bishop sack or something? Add me on Discord? Dude, of course. I don't really use Discord for anything other than my one-on-one intermediate / beginner coaching. So like, I'm not active on there if you want to message me. If you're looking to message me, hit me on Instagram for sure. But if you just want to add my Discord, please feel free. I think the link's in the description somewhere of my channel. Probably. I mean, yeah, I'll just go for this. Whatever. This is just wildly, like, resignable, honestly. I don't know. Kind of want this. Might just move my queen. To play this. And then you gotta, I don't know, go here, and then I take, and then you take, and then you get mated or something. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they were hanging a bishop actually there, so and that's an easy win. Next. So shout out to George for that one. I appreciate that, George. And that would go from the Scandinavian. Someone is shouting about waiting half an hour for a bus outside. In fact, I probably should not say that so loudly, lest they throw rocks at my window. Oh, we're playing a Portuguese gambit. Oh, do you want to try and hold on to that pawn? You might as well. Like, I'm attacking it twice. You've got one move that holds on to the pawn. You've got one move that holds on to the pawn. You might as well now consolidate, right? I'm going to win your pawn. I'm attacking it thrice now. You're only defending it once. Damn it, why do they know some theory? Why do they know some theory? I have to play bishop here, presumably. This might be a move. I could go take, keep the initiative, I guess, but... yeah, this is actually a refutation line, which makes me wildly uncomfortable. Do I remember anything? The starting elo got removed the second I dipped below the starting elo. Come on now. We only show the progress if it's in fact progress. In which case, mate, add the Discord. Send me a friend request. I'll accept it, of course. It's like, I think it's Will Taylor Chess on YT, something like that. I don't know. But you can check in the link of the channel description, I think. The question is whether this is a move. Takes. I feel like that just sucks, right? Giving up the bishop there just to win back a pawn that I could have just taken in the first place. It's probably not the worst idea though. But then you could even kick this. Let's just go back. I mean, I definitely need to look at this correspondence refutation. It remains to be seen whether my opponent stumbled upon this or actually knows some theory. Doom scrolling will change your life for the better. Now that I can get behind. That I can get behind. What about knight takes g4? Knight takes g4 unfortunately does not work. I've seen it before. I've looked at it before. It just doesn't work. It's a nice idea. It just doesn't work. Right. Could play this. That kind of sucks. Something vaguely interesting to me about this, actually. I'm going to play c6. I'm going to intercept the check like this. If you take here, I can develop my knight. Sweet. And then this might actually be a big problem because it's not defended any amount of times and you can't push it. Whoa. Although this is pinned, so ignore everything I just said. If here, I get to at least take, or take with the queen, so I don't get immediately punished for this pin now. And at this point, yeah, I'm down a pawn, but your king side's in tatters and you've pushed the c pawn. I feel like your castling prospects are limited, to say the least. I could do this, and then check. You know what? Genuinely, that's kind of lame, actually. I sort of regret doing that, but whatever. I'm just thinking that it's an opportunity where if here we just take, and then take this, and I should be probably winning. And if you don't go here, then you have to move the king. So, I don't know, that's not actually lame. We're dislodging the king, and that's what we're aiming to do. We also are able to now castle out of this, and there's a threat here. And it feels like we force you over to this side of the board where you should maybe face some potential issues. I don't know. Like, I could take here straight away. Pawn takes queen h4. Probably doesn't work at all, but a man can dream, right? Because if here or here, I get to take on g4. There really is a dream here. There really is a dream of this, and I'm wondering whether I should go for it. Excuse me, go for it. Check. Because if you come here to defend the pawn, you have to be losing somehow. Bang, bang, check. King e2. Check. Knight f3. Castle queenside. Oh, hold on. I like this. I mean, it's probably stupid. It's probably stupid, but if takes, queen h4, king f3, I just have to believe in my position. You know, an f5, something like that. I mean, I know that this idea doesn't work earlier in the game. Maybe it doesn't work now, but who knows? They go king e2 to be able to block with the knight, presumably. But what I was thinking was that with the knight pinned, if I castle, am I not threatening check? Probably not. I do maybe have queen e4 and we tickle this as well. This is a loose rook. And then this is pinned. I'm starting with castling. Right, I've kind of committed to it now. I'm waded in too far to the river of blood that to go oh would be as tedious as to return. You know? Well, I got a slicing bishop. I'm almost certainly dead lost. But I vaguely like the idea of knight d4 check. If takes, queen takes here, I can go check and then take your rook. So honestly, this is my whole dream. I'm literally going to cry. Obviously, I then unpin the knight. Okay, I've just lost. That's the stupidest move I've ever played. This was interesting as well, and I just threw it all away. Queen e4 first, then check, and we're maybe in money. Or in the money, rather. Instead, I'm actually a genius because I have queen e4 now. How about that? How do you like them apples? You know? How do you like them apples? Okay, now I might have this though. This honestly, if I'm somehow winning here, because neither of your rooks come to the defense of that. If your queen does, I maybe take this. If check, you go here and you unpin, and all that looks unfortunately displeasing. But if I just go bishop c5 to start with, does this not look really, actually weirdly compelling? I have queen d3, queen e3, and queen takes here, all as threats, excuse me, all as threats. If I somehow have stumbled into a brilliant move here, and then like maybe the correct follow-up with knight d4, and I mean, the fact that my calculation was this is obscene, but it is 1 in the morning, or rather half 12, sorry. We'll call that 1 in the morning. Bishop c5 here. You have to come and defend this. Your knight can't do it. Your light square bishop obviously can't do it. Neither rook can make it up to do it. So you have to do it with the queen. I don't see another option. Now, the only way you can do it with the queen is queen b3, which, of course, you know, has taken the pressure off of this bishop. And at the very least, I can cash in and then take the rook. And I might even just be straight away up material. So, explain that one, liberals. Okay. Explain that one. Right, the question now is, do I need to take and take? If I go here and you do this, I think I'm losing. So let's take here, you have to recapture, I go here, maybe you take here, and maybe I'm still losing. But at the very least, somehow, I'm fighting this. Rook d3 is the biggest bunch of nonsense I've ever seen in my life. What are you talking? That's unfortunate. That's a very unfortunate misclick. Shock Logic, how on earth did you have that ready to say so quickly? This was a blunder. Wow. Apparently I should have taken on c4. What? Honestly, right, I'm going to look at the theory here because this is interesting. This is a mistake. I do have knight g4 there, no! It does work. It just doesn't work in the original. Oh, I'm thinking about this position where knight g4 doesn't work. Right? Yeah. But apparently after c4, e6, I guess now because I have further flexibility, and then obviously not that. Queen h4. Yeah, no, sorry, Lucian, I was thinking of the position before e6, where I know that doesn't work. But I guess after e6, somehow everything changes. King e2, you get battered. Although king e2, check, knight f3. Oh, I just take and go queen h5. Okay, sick. So, awesome. And then king here, I have to play bishop e4. Wow. And then after knight f3, queen f2. Lucian, what is your rating? If you take, you lose. You have to go rook g1 here. Wow. Or if you take, you're losing. And I get this. I'll keep that in mind for the future. I will keep that in mind for the future. For l'avenir. Is that the future? I think it is. Okay. e4. Fantastic. I mean, yeah, the thing is, I've just been dissuaded from even considering that based on the fact that in the first position it doesn't work. Why are you playing... Is this like a Gurganitsa or something? I think that's the name. Maybe not. Maybe there's a different name. Honestly, let's play f4. Oh, it is actually exactly the Gurganitsa variation. No way. I'm sick as hell. I know theory. That means I'm good at chess, right, guys? I've not read a chess book. I have some. I've dabbled in a couple. I'm reading one at the moment, which I will, before recommending that, I'm going to actually finish reading it to see if I do recommend it. But I don't really... I mean, my preferred medium of ingesting chess knowledge is through YouTube, to be honest. Ignoring the yet again fat voice break that accompanied that sentence. For crying out loud, I wish I'd gone through puberty by now. Let's just develop a knight. If the knight comes here... Why does knight go bishop e3? After this, I could have gone here. And then played g4. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. It's because I thought, if this, I want to be able to play this immediately. Right, I'm going here. If you do this, bishop f2, I'm then going to play g4 in the future. This looks pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. g4 is definitely going to be... Yo, fair enough, Ace. Cheers. I appreciate that. I don't know if my viz should be your #1 port of call, but... Well, you know, if you... As long as you're, like, at least a few hundred elo worse than me at chess, then probably you can learn something. And if you're better, well, maybe it's entertaining watching me suck at the game. Okay. I'm gonna castle. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? There's just a pure instinctual a4 should be a good move there. I don't really actually understand why. Shark logic, hasta la vista, mate. Just remember how badly you got beaten at 3 check. This doesn't look like it sucks. Well, then c4 maybe? Honestly, I welcome the closure of the position here. Because I think I can break it open at an opportune moment for myself. Although I'm now worried that knight f5 is free. But then if this and you take, do I care? Maybe I do. Because my dark squares aren't exactly fluid right now, but I feel like they very much could be in the future. And I feel like just a simple bishop d2, g4. Might be kind of nice. Or not, of course. Hey, that was... Yeah, I should have seen queen b6 coming. Okay. I might have to go to sleep after this one because I'm not saying anything. Maybe I don't care about losing this, actually. In fact, I really don't. You can take on c2, I guess. But there should be something going on there. How do I defend this without doing this? and then just conceding that I suck at the game. Hello, and how the hell are you doing, mate? Oh. Knight b5. Yeah, I really shouldn't have played bishop d2. I didn't think about this at all. What? Why would you? I'm confused. Now I'm even more confused. What the hell's going on here? Why would you? What? What on earth is going on here? Let's play a5. I either want you to take this, in which case, thank you very much for opening the b file, or I just control this, and then I saunter into here. Maybe bishop comes to here. Maybe I sack this. Maybe there's then a pin. I don't know what's going on, but it's something, and it's exciting. I'm going to go knight here, I think. Maybe I should just break with b3, but... I like this. Right, they've castled in a crazy way. I think I should take this, because I think this becomes maybe a bit of a target. And there should be something like this. If f5... If I take and you take and I do this... I'm going to take. I don't know. That was probably ill thought through, but I currently... How's Clash Royale going? Dude, I played my girlfriend's sister at Clash Royale and beat her today. Well, and then she beat me in triple draft, so it's 1-1 right now. But... You know, that's just the kind of... She's actually cracked as hell, though. She's like 8.3k. I did not realize that my girlfriend's sister was so good at Clash Royale. It's pretty sick. I was extremely happy. You know, I was extremely happy to find out that information. I do quite like this. I need to be so careful that I don't lose my queen. I mean, it's not happening immediately, but I'm just thinking that, you know, this needs to happen at some point. No, I understand it's not that good, but it's also way better than just casually playing a little bit. I don't still play that game, really. I just downloaded it the other day to check what my deck was, and then me and my girlfriend played some twos just for fun. Do you know what I mean? And it was indeed fun. But I'm not a very serious Clash Royale player. Okay, I mean, I'm just going to put loads of pressure on this, right? I sort of thought if I take, then this is a target, and it seems like I was correct. It's a backwards pawn. I don't think you can push it. I mean, that's kind of, you know, backwards pawn. What the hell? What are you talking about? Okay, now this is pinned, and also now I get this unrivaled, so that kind of seems pretty compelling. Just start finding an MMA gym and start training, mate, to be honest. Learn some jiu-jitsu, maybe learn some Muay Thai. You know, pick a striking and a grappling discipline and learn and maybe do some wrestling, I don't know. Anything's going to be useful. I think I'll go check. Kind of seems like a no-brainer, right? It's surely just a positional... Oh, no, sorry, yeah, my bad. George, who's actually the more accomplished martial artist, suggests just fight people in the street, and I do have to back that. You should just start scrapping people whenever you can. Okay, now I don't have the pin anymore. I'm going to do this. With the idea being that I'm training to take, maybe? Because after takes, I go like this. So I guess you got to move the knight, but if you go here... Can I then remove that? Queen takes, then play bishop g4 again, repin this to the queen, and you don't have another... Ooh, that's a very interesting idea. I'm threatening this, and if you move the knight to connect the rooks, there's one square you do it to, and then I play takes, bishop g4, pin this again, it's a backwards pawn, and it's attacked thrice, and you don't have the knight here anymore to defend this. So... I believe in this, somehow. Right? I think that was almost forced. because this was a problem. George, are you trying to get Saad killed? I just out of interest. Now I do need to be careful. This whole idea might be rubbish because once you move your queen, I might just walk into a pin. I could definitely see that being the way this goes. Let's say you play queen d6 or something. I mean, I'm pinned. Maybe this whole thing was really stupid. Yeah, true. Video it as well to watch your form and then send that to me. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Send that to me and I'll critique it for you as an expert martial artist. This might just be a blunder. Maybe I can't take it. Damn it. Should have probably seen that coming. I'm still probably doing fine, but also I should have left that knight here and then maybe had some play like this. I don't know. Takes queen d6. Like, what do I do? How quickly? Excuse me. How quickly can you just do this? h4 to play queen h3 is my vague idea. And if you take and I play queen h3... What am I achieving though? A fancy pawn trade. Okay, let's just chill here. I don't know. I mean, I've probably had way more interesting ideas. I'm half thinking if I can get a rook to b6, that would be extremely entertaining and probably very strong. What I'm looking at is a pawn that is positionally, structurally weak. You know, I control the square in front of it 4 times and it's a backwards pawn. You know, its comrades are either non-existent in the adjacent files or overextended to the extent that, you know, they don't defend the pawn here. So why, you know, rush? I don't think I should. I'm gonna play this, solidify this a little, but also genuinely just support rook b4, rook b6. I don't know, this could be really stupid. Okay. Genuinely, this is just what I'm doing, and I don't know. Can they stop me just sauntering in here? This might be genius. This might be the most fantastic little plan. Rook b6 is coming, and you can't do this to stop it. You know, you've built up and defended well enough, I guess. But, oh my lord, sorry, this is the portion of the stream where I itch my nose incessantly for an hour. Also, this might collapse and then the rook on b6 might end up getting trapped. I'm fully aware of that. But this... I mean, this is just a straight up threat and you can't move that pawn. Putting pressure on a backwards pawn, how can this go wrong, you know? Maybe this to try and do this. I don't know. Seems somehow a little dubious, but maybe not. You know what, I do like this. Maybe there's going to be queen a4 and literally everything collapses, but I feel like if you abandon the defense of this for a second, I should be able to take it. I don't know if g4 is productive, but if you take, then you're going to be probably losing, right? Yeah, Saad, how much do you weigh and how tall are you? And what percentage body fat? And what is your reach in inches precisely? That's what we need here to give you the best advice on which policeman you should go and fight. This is a joke, by the way. You should not fight policemen. Let's go rook here, I guess. Keeping this Stabel. Oh, you're 29. Oh, say, so Saad might actually be Habib. It's possible. Do I not have this? What's wrong here? Why do I not have this? Could you take this in the end or something and then try and get in with a check? What am I talking about? Yeah, it's sleep time. Okay, no more rapid. It's just sleep time. What the hell is that? I'm so sorry. It is definitely sleep time. This is how we know it's sleep time. Listen, I'm okay with leaving the rapid there. I'm just gonna play a real quick bullet streak, and I'm just gonna win a quick game with maybe a brilliant move. Who knows? I'm just gonna take that queen though. That's gonna be one. We might hopefully try and get this guy to tilt brutally and then take loads of velo off him. That could be pretty fun. You know, that could be pretty fun. You have 6% body fat. That would be pretty intense. That would be pretty intense. Okay. You can give a check or something, I guess. I'll just castle. So, are you planning on stepping on stage as Mr. Olympia anytime sooner? I'll hang a rook. Okay, they don't see it. I appreciate that. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is that kind of position where everything has fallen apart so terribly. Okay, there we go. Do they want the rematch? Shall we see if they want the want to get it back in blood as we see? I mean, to be fair, if you just have like no muscle mass, then you can. Okay, they do not want the rematch. Do you know what I might do? I might really quickly hop onto Lichess, which is, I'm only doing this because I'm going to play Bullet, and so I don't really care too much about the elo. But I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to temporarily adjust this. This is not going to be perfect, but you can see enough. And I'm just going to try and hit 2400 Bullet elo on Lichess. If I win, then I'll keep going. The second I lose, I'm going to stop. But, you know, I feel like I can do that. I don't feel like I can do that anymore. Maybe I do. I feel like your position, I don't know. You seem to be losing some pieces here. You do seem to be losing a couple pieces. Maybe I have this at some point. This seems sound enough. Get out. And then I can just chill. And go here. And go here. And maybe go here. Do you have knight a4? You really might have knight a4. Damn it! Okay. Well, I'll lose a bishop and then another bishop. God damn it. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Wow, these guys are so good at creating counterplay. God damn it, how they're so good at creating counterplay. God damn it. Maybe you should go back here. Is this, yeah. But then I get this. No? What's going on? Do they have mate? Maybe. Jesus, man. Damn it. Okay. That's +2. Next. I don't know if this is remotely entertaining, but who cares? I'm just going to hit 2400 because I'm addicted to bullet chess. Excuse me. This is the account where I focus, and so I really shouldn't be playing on stream right now at this current time. However, I'll sack this. Catch22, legend. Thank you so much for being a member, especially for so long. You're massively, massively appreciated. Member of... God damn, I'm nasty at this game. Only on occasion, though. And also, no, I'm not. That could have actually been a really nice move. For some reason on Lee Chess, I think I play like a genius. No? I mean, maybe not. But if you go here, I just get the B file. You can go there, sure. I might literally just do this and then walk my king to C7. It's almost pre-movable. Not quite, but almost. Okay, don't love that. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, please. This is gonna collapse. And then I'm just winning, I think. What? Am I not just better here? I feel like I should just be better here. And then check. And here. Probably should have gone here actually. Takes. Here maybe. And 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 we win. Easy. Oh my god, I might actually do this. Hold on. This is a poorly cropped stream right now. But that was a dangerous move. Probably should do this. Sure. I feel like that should be bad, but I don't see why. Let's go back here. I can't take too long. Can't take too long. I'm gonna sack here if you castle. In fact, I'm definitely gonna sack here if you don't castle. Sick. Queen e5, damn it. They don't find queen e5 somehow. I guess everyone sucks. Now I get this. And then I get this, I guess. And then bishop c5. Or just this, and then bishop c5. And if you take, I get to take this. I should just be up enough pawns even if I lose this knight. In fact, I might as well desperado it. I get to go here. I get to go here and here, maybe? Okay, whatever. I seem to have a lot of connected pass pawns. Here. That's annoying, but not really. I mean, I'm so cracked. But I have to play on Lee Chess, I guess. I guess it's absolutely imperative I play on Lee Chess. Now I'm going to get 2400 for the first time ever. Damn it. Come on, come on. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, that might be 2400. Oh, that might be 2400. Oh, I've never done that before. 2400 bullet. I mean, can we get much higher? Yes. I haven't lost yet. I haven't lost yet. I'm literally just crushing the Lee Chess bullet pool right now. And this is what addiction looks like. You're witnessing an unbelievable level of addiction. You know, I don't set too much store in this, meaning that I'm at all good at chess, but it does mean that I'm good at playing this game. And this game being bullet chess on Lee Chess. You know? I can move this bishop there, yep. Oh, I'm kind of in a bit of a flow state here, I'm feeling it. I really am feeling it. Honestly, we go here, and if you go check, I can just go king f1 and I'm completely fine there. You know what I mean? Maybe this was concerning? I don't know. I just seem to be okay. Here? What are you doing? And... probably should move. Probably should move. That was not a good move. That was really not a good move. But oh well. You move your knight. I go fork. Oh my god, I'm somehow winning it. Excuse me. Here. I guess here and then... Ah, that just loses a pawn. Damn it. Damn it. A little bit of rook there. A little bit of... Here, I guess. You take this. I can maybe remove and take this. I do seem to be down. Slightly. Ooh, Am I getting mated? I don't think so. I really hope not, at least. Let's just lift the rook and try and do something vaguely interesting somehow. Bang, that's pointless. Bang, that's maybe slightly less pointless. Yep, there we go, that's a problem. Now that's how you know, that is how you know there's a lot of skill involved in this game. I am such an artist when it comes to playing Bullet on Lichess, apparently. Dude, 24? That looks ridiculous. I've never seen a 24 next to any rating that I've had, ever. But the thing is, I seem to be toasting everyone, so I don't... Here, right? Oh no, it was knight here. Ah, man, I misplayed that. Whatever, I'm fine. Now f4, this is actually theory. Queen b6, f5, knight here. Bishop e3, I think. Actually, h5 slightly better there, I think. F5. If you take, I can take here. Maybe. Maybe. And maybe. I said maybe. You're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, I don't know how this is happening, but I think I'm actually still cooking. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. That's an even bigger problem. God damn it, what the hell? Go on, take that. I don't want that. I really do not want that rook. Awesome. We absolutely win these 100% of the time. Yikes. Maybe not. Whoa, what the hell? I just want to lose once and then I'll wrap up the stream. I don't think I've lost yet. So what's going on here? You know? Maybe I'm tired enough that I'm just seeing through the matrix, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm tired enough that the moves are all just obvious. Because somehow the moves do just seem obvious. And I'm like winning, but also not in any way that... I'm just completely winning, and this was actually just a good game. What is going on? These are like decent players. No? Gavin, you... I don't know, like, what is happening? I can do this, hold on. You can let me, oh my lord, it's the WTC gambit, baby. I came up with this. I've discovered. I've invented. I've dabbled in a little bit of nonsense here and have created an absolute monstrosity that is in fact the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Check, come on. I want this. Might be a little greedy. You can't go here or here, so actually any knight move I have this. Okay, that's a problem maybe. I do have knight here. Maybe I should have kept the bishop alive. Here. I just want my knight in here. I mean, I'm gonna be completely winning, you have to imagine, because I'm attacking in the most disgusting way. And that's a problem. But I guess after here, you can move the knight, but then I take here and just go mate, right? Yeah, I mean, this is getting ridiculous. This is genuinely getting ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Next. Nice little... I mean, I'm just attacking. I'm just attacking as best I possibly can. Takes is not a good idea, I don't think. That's kind of interesting. And I don't really understand this position at all. Let's go knight here, I guess. I might be losing. Yeah, this is pinned, I'm fine. Excuse me. Let's just castle out of the way of all of the problems I have and lose this. Fantastic. We still win. We still win these. We still win these. You know why? Because that's pinned. You know why? Because, god damn, they defended that extremely effectively and very quickly. But still, this might be pinned. Okay, and there we go. There's the end of the stream. I mean, yeah, this is 24-13. A lot of people play Bullet on Lichess, and I'm ranked 13,697th. Right. Yeah, I mean, listen. What the hell? That's my highest rank ever. I should look at real quick. How many people? Yeah, 359,000. I'm over here. That wasn't terrible. That really was not terrible. I don't know. I feel like 2400 Lichess Bullet is actually pretty sick. I don't know how to feel about this. 2200. Listen, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Like the spikes, all the milestones. Where are the spikes? What? Oh, yeah. In terms of the data. Sorry, yeah, I completely blanked on what you were saying. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Like people just chill there and then chill there and then chill there. Yeah, we are gonna absolutely tilt hard tomorrow. Listen, thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on, I need to reset this. That should be good. Just Control V that and then double check. You know what? We've got to just wrap up with one final game. No glasses. Let's see if taking off my glasses improves my ability to play this game. Honestly, F6, because why not? I'm just going to see if my bullet ability translates. That's probably stupid, but we can go for it. I don't like that. I don't know why I just did that. That was cowardly. Cowardly indeed. Addiction at its finest. I could not agree with you more. You like someone? Oh yeah, I've got the glasses mark, right? You're 300 elo, genuinely? Or are you sort of exaggerating for comedic effect there? 300 is impressive. 300 is legitimately impressive. And by impressive, I mean like impressively bad. I'm just wondering. Okay, well this is where you see, I started reading flipping chat. That's what happened. I started not caring about the elo and just look what happened as a result. What an idiot. What an absolute moron. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Here and here maybe, and here and I'm getting mated at least. Probably. Okay, this looks like I'm now getting mated. What if I'm okay? What have you ever thought about that? Bishop here. I could have taken that pawn. That's what the hell's going on here? What are you doing? You trying to flag me? You see, this is why Lichess is so much better for Bullet. Because that's just an easy win when you don't lose 0.1 to 0.2 seconds on every single pre-move. God damn it. Well, GG. Thank you very much for watching, guys. A bit of a mess of a stream, honestly, but not terrible. Got some decent wins. And it's a bit of a return to greatness in terms of hopefully streaming on a semi-regular basis. I'll definitely be back tomorrow with a naughty little sponsored dice chest stream. Anyone that could pull up and support that would be appreciated. We could play some games. Thank you very much. And then I'll be back soon after that with another normal stream, probably slightly earlier. I know a lot of you guys are Americans, and it's kind of good for me to play quite late here, but I'm thinking earlier streams might have to be the way to go, because I like to do regular earlier streams rather than just the odd one at like 11 p.m. until 1 in the morning. So that's, I think, the plan. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. And Cole, mate, there's no way Cole's still here, but if he is, you're a legend. Thank you for supporting the stream.